Hi everyone, this is Monica Laura, and today I am very excited to show you a hotly anticipated first look at The Doors of Somlipith, Anna Cortez's new card and book set, A New Dimension of Card Reading. It's going to be my very first time looking into it. I have exercised all of my restraint not to open this, but I waited and the time has finally come. This release, without further ado. Oh wow! The interior is gorgeous. It has a red brocade, and right off the bat, the first thing I noticed is that the titles and the card suits have gold leaf. That's lovely. Welcome to my reading space. Now we're going to take a more hands-on look into the Doors of Somlipith, as well as other components of the Playing Card Oracles universe that I want to highlight in this review. You thread the Ace of Clubs on the cover. A dedicatorial to C.J. Freeman, which we must of course keep present during this time. That immortality, if it be despoiled of the knowledge and intelligence of all things that be and are done, is not life indeed, but bare time, by John Hayden. It has a preface and acknowledgments. Tulaney, my friend and guiding angel, and Laddie, my scurrilous demon. Special thanks to Naga and Allison for their invaluable feedback and enthusiasm. Great gratitude to Tree for her insight, inspiration, and encouragement. Love and thanks to my husband, Todd, whose patience, humor, and oversized heart give me strength every day. And to Freeman and Gabby for milking all the goats. Introduction: follow the dark moth with an original drawing. You may wonder why The Doors of Somlipith for the name of this book. Let me attempt an explanation here, at the onset, although more will make itself known to you in time. Somlipith is the all-powerful mystical ace of the realm of Ithra, the ace of clubs, or the air element. Oh, there we have it. The world is conceptual, and the characters contained in the cards are magical. They're naughty and they're funny, and they embody archetypes of our lives. I'm super excited to see what else has developed since I last studied this system. It's great that we have the pictures to accompany all the information. We also have stories, which you will be delighted by. They're really great. I'm super excited to read everything. So we have meanings for all the cards. And then we go into the spreads. And some of them will help you predict time as a calendar. So prediction of the future. It also has explanations of card positions in the spread. And new material I don't want to spoil. But we have the geomantic figures coming back into play, which will be super exciting. And it seems like we are once more going into the relationships between the suits, when they how they interact with one another when they cooperate and when they are on the defense with each other. These are really great for interactions between people, or even elements in the background like weather, or according to the four winds, the direction and how strongly you are being pushed in that direction. So these are really great things to keep in mind during your readings. Delightful. We even have some sample geomantic readings and card readings, and some original art. How cool. I don't want to spoil everything, but it goes in real deep, and it has a lot of value in regards to the knowledge that you will gain from the material. This is an extremely robust fortune-telling method of cartomancy. I can't say enough good things about it. I'm thoroughly excited to annotate everything and transcribe the entire book, just like I did when I first learned this system. I took it upon myself to study by being fairly hands-on with the material, and it will be great to relive that with something new to explore. This is really great. I'm super excited. I wanted to show you actually the deck that I learned with. I wrote all the meanings on the cards. Maybe we should do a test reading with these. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm going to do a 4-card spread. The 2 of Hearts for the Chalice, the 6 of Hearts for the Castle, the Lady of Clovers for Tuna, and the 7 of Diamonds, the Sword of Truth. In the head position with the 2 of Hearts, we have the possibility of marriage, romantic thoughts or feelings, feeling vulnerable or exposed, being lovers. This amounts for healthy relationships as well as love and hate relationships. On the reverse, it could be a relationship that is overbearing, or love that is spilling. In the throat position, we have the castle. The castle is the home, emotional harmony and comfort, nostalgia, sentimentality, roots and family. It could be seen as a hospital, a place of service, or a type of clinic where you seek um, wellness services. In the throat position, it is spreading the love or being in service to others. Somebody who has a pair of such amorous thoughts and amorous, I suppose, environment maintains impeccable, loving, gentle, soft spoken words and transmits the message of love. In the torso position, we have Queen Leah, the Queen of Clovers. She is a visionary, she is imaginative, an artist, a dreamer. In the reverse, this card could mean delusions or being confused. In a positive aspect, it is a person who is a deep thinker and who spends a lot of time with the art of writing or with intellectual pursuits. It strengthens the message of communication within the community. The torso is the core, and at the core we have the only black card present in the spread, which is otherwise red. In the foot position, we have the Sword of Truth, the Seven of Diamonds. This stands for wisdom, living rightly, living truth, teaching, illumination, as well as a call for prudence. A overwhelmingly positive message, and a delight to see on my table. That was great. There are other ways to work with this deck, some of which I want to demonstrate for you today. Actually, I want to use a wind for this spread. I'm going to demonstrate how having wind, one of the four winds present in your reading, can be interpreted. To keep it random, I'm going to draw 8 more cards and I'm going to do a magic square. And now I'm going to interpret for you a magic square. We are also going to be looking into the influence of having one of the 4 winds in a reading. Position number 1 stands for what you were thinking in the past. Here we have Galahad, doing good deeds, acting in service to others, thinking about ways to be helpful. In what you are thinking, we have the bridge. This is the 6 of clubs. It has to do with actually the action of thinking, building bridges from one action to another to manifest action or having things happen. Bridges of communication, links established. What you will be thinking, Ignita, the Ace of Diamonds. The spirit being present. It's the element of fire, purifying the spirit, good, being in positive, good service to a community, to people, bringing forth messages from spirit. Position number 4, we have what you were doing. We have the severed head. That's the 3 of diamonds. Competition. This is the element of fire in numbers. Things getting heated. Rivalry. Mistakes were made. Interpretations that off the top of my head. 5th position, what you are currently doing. Bluebeard, acts of love, deep passion. This is certainly a subject I'm deeply passionate about and happy to share with all of you today. What you will be doing is good King Nehemiah, the King of Hearts. A sensitive lover of music and a good time. As you can see, he's wielding his chalice rather proudly. A loving leader, somebody who loves what they do. I tend to see this as an artistic type or an artist or musician of some kind, but it is someone who speaks from the heart and speaks very freely and feels their emotions intensely. There's a lot of passion certainly present in the core of the spread. How you were feeling about it. It seems some things have been buried, old ways of thinking are buried, old planes of existence are buried. This is going into the earth. One of my favorite cards from the playing card oracles, Terra Incognita, the Ace of Spades. How you feel about it now, the impotent king, the 5 of Spades, overcoming obstacles, overcoming things that make you feel tied back or impotent, putting up a good fight. It's interesting because since we have CJ Freeman present, this could be him, and at the core of everything, like messages coming from the grave, communication from the grave. If we were to interpret this layout kind of like a 4-card spread, then this would also be the ground. So that's interesting. And then we have the south wind blowing downwards. Messages coming downwards. So when you see a card that exerts influence on others. If this wind were here, it would be directly blowing things down. And from what I remember, the winds also have properties. They have, like, you can imagine one wind is more gentle, the north wind is more rough. The east wind, oh no, this is the south wind. Let me see. The south wind stands for disturbances, unplanned circumstance, confusion, sense of humor, a joke, misunderstanding. It could literally be the direction of the south. Impish direction, personified as the naughty bluster, takes pleasure in mischief and mayhem. Deals that seemed a sure thing suddenly go amiss. Lines get crossed, and confusion and misunderstanding abound. Plan on the unplanned. This is the Dennis the Menace of the deck. This wind introduces a haze over all the other cards, and it makes them more impish and more playful. So from this, and from watching all the cards interact with each other, they look like crowds coming together to celebrate the achievements. That is the publication of this deck. Other interpretations of this deck are as follows. Galahad in the house of wealth and prosperity. The bridge in the house of fame and reputation. Ignita in the house of love and relationships. The severed head in the house of children and creativity. Bluebeard in the house of the spiritual, health and well-being. Good King Nicomaya in the position of family and physical health. Terra Incognita in the position of knowledge, wisdom, and epiphany. Knowledge coming from the earth or the grave. Interesting. Position number 8, the impotent king, we have career, travel, and moving. And finally, with the final card, the 9th card in the spread, we have helpful people and luck. These are the card positions for a magic square. A spread that can be used in any method of cartomancy. There are many more spreads in the book that I would recommend taking a look at as well, particularly the cat or calendar spread, which predicts time and future events. This is an incredibly basic introduction to a robust method of fortune telling with cards. For students of divinatory practices, the Doors of Somlipith is going to be much needed and extremely exciting to experience. I find that having a calendar in your hands is extremely useful for any reader. The art is magical. These are larger than life paintings that have been brought back to life and made into a convenient format that you can hold in your hands. I love the metallic stamps. and I'm so proud of this project. I'm going to cherish this deck very much, and I can't wait to be showing it off more in my video readings. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I really hope that you can make it out to the book launch party. I know that I myself would love to make it. But aside from that, please enjoy this wonderful deck and have a great day.